Avery Sports Show, Morning Edition, NI92.com, Matt, Adam, Avery. We're back. Folks, some Edmonton Oilers time, Edmonton Oilers talk. We got Taylor Hall and Jordan Eberle signed to some nice, fat, long-term deals.
The best move, I'd have to say, this offseason for the Oilers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm on full support of signing these guys to long-term deals, especially with the new potential CBA limiting the length of contracts.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like taking these guys, for 6 and 7 years, staggering so the contracts don't expire the same year, because that's going to be a big payday in 6-7 years.
Oh, of course.
But I like how they give the two the same amount of money, because you hear guys up in the air about who's worth more. Eberle produces more, or Hall's hurt, but these guys are a package deal. You can tell that from the way they play, the way they live together. If you follow them on Twitter, I mean, these guys are a package deal, and I hope they stick around like the Sundin twins did together.
I hope they do. I mean, watching guys, I saw people were saying how, 8 years for Hall, that much money. Is it too much for Hall? No, this is your franchise guy. You give him what he needs. This is going to be the face of the... He's going to be one of the faces of the league in a year, if he isn't already. You give him what he deserves.
This is the guy where you unretire your own number.
Yes.
To, so he can have the number he wants.
It's true. I mean, just watching Hall play, you know what? Everybody's saying, he's too reckless. He's still in his early 20s. His play will develop. His play will mature. Give him time.
His play isn't reckless. His play resembles that of Alexander Ovechkin.
Yes.
He's a go hard, crash a net type player. And that's what you got to be in this league. If you're not, you can tell that from the way they play, the way they live together. If you follow them on Twitter, I mean, these guys are a package deal, and I hope they stick around like the Sundin twins did together.
I hope they do. I mean, watching guys, I saw people were saying how, 8 years for Hall, that much money. Is it too much for Hall? No, this is your franchise guy. You give him what he needs. This is going to be the face of the... He's going to be one of the faces of the league in a year, if he isn't already. You give him what he deserves.
This is the guy where you unretire your own number.
Yes.
To, so he can have the number he wants.
It's true. I mean, just watching Hall play, you know what? Everybody's saying, he's too reckless. He's still in his early 20s. His play will develop. His play will mature. Give him time.
His play isn't reckless. His play resembles that of Alexander Ovechkin.
Yes.
He's a go hard, crash a net type player. And that's what you got to be in this league. If you're not an elite dangler or sniper, and I'm not saying he's not. He does have those assets. But you crash a net and you play reckless, or so they call it.
Right.
And you make a name for yourself.
It's true, and Taylor Hall has done that. I mean, there's a guy last year, 61 games, but he had 27 goals.
And the one thing you need with a player like Hall, every team needs that one guy who isn't afraid to go to the net and just crash it. And that's what he can do. He is not afraid to go to that net and just crash into the net and shoot. Because you need a player like that. Otherwise, you're just going to have a bunch of people staying at the line, outside, and not even go into the slot or anything, and just shoot from there, and you're going to get nothing.
It's true.
Speaking of standing in front of the net, sorry, Avery, but the Oilers got another guy signed up this season. He's been kind of overshadowed, but Ryan Smith is still a part of this team.
Really?
Yes.
I forgot about that. Okay.
Exactly. It's been overshadowed, but the Oilers have made some great signings this offseason. I'm really happy with what management has done so far.
That's true. And, of course, bringing in Justin Schultz. Good job with Oilers. Winning the Justin Schultz sweepstakes.
That was an amazing...
That
was a great move.
Over the top, and, of course, look at that. When you have Paul Coffey and Wayne Gretzky calling you and saying, go sign with Edmonton, I do it.
Absolutely. This guy... He has a lot to prove after all the hype that came up this summer, but you got to remember, this guy is on an entry-level deal.
Yes.
This is bang for your buck at its best.
It is true. I mean, of course, I love college defensemen. These guys are mature. They're ready. 4 years in university. I cannot wait to see Justin Schultz play this year.
It's really nice to see the Oilers actually win someone against another team and actually grab them, because it's like, oh yeah, you want to come to Edmonton? No, I'm going to go down south.
Exactly.
Or go to Minnesota.
Yeah,
what went on this season? Holy moly.
Well, Zach Parise, both guys are both from the area. They're both local guys, so I understand why. But the money, Minnesota. Talk about handicapping yourself if things go sour in a hurry.
No doubt. This is like is this going to be the New York Yankees of the NHL?
Who knows? Because you got Heatley now. You got, oh my gosh, Heatley, Parise, Suter. You got good goaltending. You got Backstrom and Harding. I mean, my gosh.
Someone needs to remind Minnesota that the Yankees don't have a salary cap.
It's insane. When I saw it, though, I thought, wait, is this circling the cap? How can you give both guys over $90 million? This has to be a violation of cap somehow.
And I mean, this just pisses the owners off. I mean,
Yes.
we're going into CBA negotiations, and what are they saying? You're paying your guys too much, and you're giving them too long of terms.
Yeah.
All right, so let's sign to $90 million 9-year deals, 10, 11, 12-year deals.
Exactly. It is where some kind of sitcom. You'd see the owners talking about, don't overpay your guys. And Chuck Fletcher. I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't hear you. Well, he's handing a bag of money to the guys.
And I mean, this was a pretty big off season, and we
Yes.
saw a lot of huge free agent signings. But are these guys really that big of free agents? Are they worth that kind of money, or were they just the best available at the time?
I guess I would say they are worth it because remember Zach Parise, this guy led his team to the Cup Finals. Minnesota's cashing in on that, so I say he is worth that in a sense. But Suter, I don't know. I don't know about Ryan Suter. He's worth money, but 90 mil or 98 mil, I don't know.
Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly. I mean, these guys were extremely sought after. We followed it back and forth for days and weeks, but the fact that he got that money, he was the best available. That doesn't
Yes.
mean he is potentially the best.
No.
You know, though, I'd have to say good, different little. I mean, it's the same talk about money, but good on the Nashville Predators for being able to spend that much money to keep Shea Weber.
Oh, Shea Weber.
Because I was a little worried once Philadelphia threw out their offer. I was
Yeah.
like, this isn't good. I really like to see him stay in Nashville. I don't know if they have the money, but good on them for keeping their
Oh, they
franchise player.
basically had to.
I'd like to see him in Edmonton, but like you said, Avery, they had to. They lost Suter, and they had not a very good offseason.
No.
And if they would have lost this guy, their fan base gets depleted.
Oh.
They're in Nashville to begin with.
In 5 years in Quebec City, they don't bring Weber. If they don't sign him back, they're in Quebec City in 5 years.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee. Anyway, and one last point before we wrap up. One last point. Neil Yakupov, sir. Welcome to Edmonton.
Absolutely.
Yes,
so
welcome.
excited to see this guy play.
It truly is a nice city, Paul. Until you're here for 3 months.
He's from Russia. He can handle the cold.
Oh, well, then he's good to go. I'd also like to give a little shout out to a fellow RTA student. He's got his birthday today. Mr. Cody Malbuff.
Yes, Cody Malbuff.
Mr. Bad Beef.
He's done the show many times before, talking about toilets crashing through floors and all kind of silliness.
Oh, Cody. Oh, Cody.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
yay.
Anyway, folks, good to be back. So much more in store. And next week, I will unveil the Avery Sports Show promo that was cut by Cody Hodgson in Toronto.
Ooh.
Yes.
I've been waiting for that thing for like
we'll
months.
bring it out next week. Anyway, folks, Avery Sports Show, more edition. We done. I'm on the air on live stream 6 p.m. tonight. Tune in, you chuckleheads. Woo! Later. Talk to y'all next week.